how I lost thousands, so you don't have to. I want to tell you a story, not because I'm proud of it, but because if I don't share it, someone else might make the same dumb, costly mistakes I made. And trust me, you don't want that. This isn't a made-up motivational post or some copy-paste advice. This is real, this is raw, and it hurt me. It started with one simple thing. I thought I had time. That was my biggest mistake. I was in my early 20s, earning small money from random jobs and online gigs. It wasn't much, but it was something. Enough to eat, move around, and look like I had it together. But behind the scenes, my bank account was a revolving door. Money came in, it vanished in days, every single month. At the time, I thought I was just young and figuring things out. But I wasn't figuring anything out, I was bleeding money, and I didn't even realize how deep the cut was. Mistake 1. No budget, no plan, just vibes. Let's start here. I never had a budget. Not even a rough one in my head. I didn't know how much I spent on food, transport, subscriptions, impulse buying, nothing. I'd get paid and immediately feel like I deserved to enjoy life. I'd eat out more, I'd go online and buy things just because they were trending. I bought clothes I didn't wear, gadgets I didn't need, and paid for apps I didn't even use. Then the real bills would come in and guess what? I didn't have enough, so I'd borrow. Mistake 2. Borrowing to look okay. There's something sick about pretending to be okay while your pockets are screaming. I borrowed from friends, family, even apps with high interest, just to keep up appearances. At one point, I borrowed $100 just to buy a phone case and wireless earbuds. Not a phone, just the case and accessories. Why? Because I wanted to look like I was doing well. Looking back now, I realize I was buying fake confidence. It didn't matter if I was broke, as long as people thought I wasn't. But deep down, I was scared, broke, ashamed. I smiled outside, but I couldn't sleep at night. Mistake 3. No emergency fund. One problem and everything crashed. Then it happened. One day, my laptop, the same laptop I used for work, just died. No warning. It stopped turning on. And just like that, my only source of income went silent. I had no savings, no emergency fund, no backup plan, and no one to turn to. I cried that day, not because of the laptop, but because I realized I had been playing with life. And life had just clapped back hard. Mistake 4. I thought I'll save later. There were so many moments I had the chance to save money, even just $10 a week, but I told myself, I'll start next month. Every single time, for years. Now I calculate how much I could have saved if I just started with the little I had. Even $20 a month for 2 years equals $480, but I didn't save anything. Instead, I gave that money to fast food companies, streaming apps, and online stores. They got rich, I got broke. Mistake 5. I didn't learn about money. While other people were learning how to invest, how to build online income, how to manage money, I was watching Netflix and scrolling on TikTok for hours. I told myself financial literacy is boring. Now I know what's really boring, being broke. What's really painful, not having options. What's depressing, watching your dreams shrink because you didn't plan. Mistake 6. Quick money traps. At some point, I got desperate. I started chasing quick money. I joined a fake crypto scheme and lost $300. I bought a course from a guru who promised $5,000 a month in 30 days. It was trash. I paid someone to design a dropshipping store I never used. All because I didn't want to go the slow, steady route. I wanted a miracle. But miracles are expensive when you're foolish. Mistake 7. Living to impress. Social media ruined me. I bought clothes to take pictures. I went to fancy places just to post. I was living for the likes, but the likes weren't paying my bills. I once spent $80 just to attend a party, and the next day I couldn't even afford food. But I posted pictures like I was balling. Nobody knew I was borrowing money to survive. Mistake 8. Pride. I could have asked for help, real help, not handouts. I could have sat with someone who knew better and said, teach me. But my pride said, you're smart, you'll figure it out. I wasn't smart. I was stubborn. I was drowning in silent stupidity. Reality hit me hard. One night I looked at my bank app. I had $2.14. Rent was due in 5 days. I had no food. I didn't have a job. My debts were piling up. And for the first time, I said out loud, I messed up. I need to start over. And that was the beginning of my healing. What I did differently after losing thousands. I got real with myself. I stopped lying, stopped pretending, and admitted I didn't know how to manage money. I made a budget, a real one. I tracked every dollar. I knew where my money went, and I told it where to go. I cut the fat. No more random subscriptions. No more flexing for the internet. Just basics, bills, and business. I built an emergency fund, first $100, then $500, then $1,000. Just knowing I had it gave me peace of mind. I started learning about money. I read books, watched videos, took free courses. I listened more than I spoke. I focused on building real income, not flashy schemes. Real skills, side hustles, freelance gigs, affiliate marketing content. Slowly but surely, it grew. I forgave myself. This one took time, but eventually, I stopped beating myself up. Because failure isn't final unless you refuse to learn. Final words, please, learn from me. If you're reading this and you're in your 20s, don't let this be your story in 5 years. Don't wait until you've lost thousands to learn the basics of money. Don't chase fake wealth while your real life is falling apart. Don't let social media trick you into financial suicide. Learn now. Start now. Budget. Save. Invest. Build. It doesn't have to be perfect, just be consistent. Because at the end of the day, nobody will rescue you from poverty except you. And the earlier you wake up, the brighter your life will be.